Uncle jumps into the river from S. But trapped on a deserted island. To fill the stomach, I use the bird S to grow a bowl of fried noodles. Lao Jin is unemployed and divorced. With a loan of $10,000. He is unable to repay the loss of hope in life. So I ran to the Han River Bridge and broke myself. But don't want the water to wash him to the desert island. Turn off the conference when the phone is flooded. I lost one of my shoes. The city is diagonally opposite. If I jump down from the 63rd building, it should be S through now. What a pity. Lao Jin strolled around the island. Nothing. Because he is on Jiangxin Island. The big pillar that towers into the river, in front of you. It's the stone that blocked him from escaping here. Lao Jin humbled a night on the island. I heard the siren of the cruise ship when I woke up. He shouted for help. The tourist thought he was saying hello. Then he wrote, "Help," on the beach. Hope someone can see. When I thought I would be trapped here. Suddenly remembered the phone that got into the water. He prayed for a successful boot. Call the police first. But the other party hangs up thinking it's a prank. Then he called his ex-wife. But the other party said we didn't want to contact us? So I hung up. Things backfired when he was eager to find someone to save his life. The phone is dead. Looking at the building close at hand, Lao Jin mustered up the courage to swim back. But halfway through, almost flooded S. While struggling, he saw the scene where he was fired by the company. The scene of breaking up with my ex-wife. The desperate situation on the verge of death. Make Lao Jin realize, even if he goes back, the situation will not change. Where S is not S. He ran to hang himself. But suddenly feel unwilling. I don't have the courage to find S again. Hungry and thirsty, he picked wild flowers by the roadside. When I sucked the sweet flower juice, Lao Jin's touched tears burst into tears. He didn't know why he fell into such a situation. Life should hold his throat like this. Since I don't want to S, I can't escape. Then live here. Lao Jin learns to drill wood to make fire. Can be an actual operation. Not as good as a lighter. He is separated from the city by a river. But it's like being abandoned by the whole world. Thrown into various debt bank cards. Like saying goodbye to the past. The next day, Lao Jin began to collect useful waste. I found a duck boat as my home. Learned to catch fish and birds. Either injured or wanted. Tired of eating 3 meals a day or mushrooms. I want to be a birdie. But evoked a meal. It's hard to get to the sky. I don't know how long he hasn't washed his hair. Smoked the fish in the river after washing. It's a white meal of grilled fish. Facing this hard-won meat. Old Jin is grateful. After a pious bite. Ah, really fragrant. After eating and drinking, he lay in the flowers and slept. I can't help but sigh that this kind of life is so good. At the same time in the apartment building across from Zhang. There is such an autistic girl, Xiao Mei. She never stepped out of the room for 3 years. The room is full of garbage cans. The little wardrobe is her sleeping space. Every day at noon, go to the toilet before the family comes back. 1 can and 1 pack of instant noodles. Just food for the day. 10,000 steps a day. Breathe fresh air. Take a picture of the moon. After the above self-management is over. It's finished her busy day. There are 2 air defense warnings in spring and autumn in a year. Every time Xiao Mei counts down time nervously. The sound rang. She opened the curtains and opened the window. Deserted street. Is her favorite scene. As if you were on the moon. When taking pictures this day, she saw Lao Jin's distress signal. And he who is ready to S. Scared her to fall to the ground. Is it an alien? And since seeing Lao Jin, all my thoughts are on him. Compared with Xiao Mei, Lao Jin's days on the island can be regarded as happy and leisurely. Even if I see the cruise ship coming again. He doesn't plan to ask for help. Instead turned and hid. Today is different. Lao Jin doesn't want to let others to disturb my simple life. Just in this gap, he found the wrapping paper for the fried noodles. Looking at the tempting picture above, Lao Jin swallowed. What should I do if I suddenly feel that the grilled fish is not smelling? There is also a packet of seasoning. Shu is too obsessed. When sleeping at night, dreaming of fragrant fried noodles. With the pursuit of Lao Jin, the days later become active. He searched for all kinds of ingredients, mashed and kneaded. Want to make dough. But all ended in failure. He regrets. There used to be a bowl of fresh and warm fried noodles in front of my eyes. I didn't cherish it. Why is this? Lao Jin looks at the bird S on the duck boat. Suddenly a flash of inspiration. Wooer eats crops. The poop that is pulled out must have indigestible seeds. Thinking of here, Lao Jin is happy like a 3-year-old child. So he began to collect excrement to dig the ground. Work hard. Successfully dug 1 acre of land. I also made a scarecrow to chat with myself. And everything Lao Jin did. We're all photographed by Xiao Mei. She thinks Lao Jin is an alien who loves fried noodles. Can't help but be deeply moved. So I decided to help him. Go out fully armed. And bypass the security downstairs. Cover yourself with an umbrella. I successfully came to the Han River Bridge. Throw out the drift bottle. Waiting for Lao Jin to reply to himself. 3 months passed in a flash. Lao Jin changed from a spiritual boy to an uncle in the wilderness. Tree climbing. 1 egg in the morning, a cup of hot tea. Some sweat. A delicious breakfast is out. The seeds that were planted have also grown seedlings. Everything is going in a good direction. This day, Lao Jin picked up the wine bottle that Xiao Mei threw to him. Carry one inside. A note with, "Hello," spoken language. Lao Jin realized that someone was observing himself. Since someone is saying hello, he will give an answer. 3 months and 17 days. Xiao Mei finally received a reply. It clearly says, "How are you?" 1 and 2 later, the two chatted like this. Time goes by day. Finally the hard work pays off. Lao Jin's cornstalks bear fruit. He knew that his efforts were not in vain. Xiao Mei sees Lao Jin so hard. So I ordered a takeaway for the fried noodles. See someone find it. Old Jin was shocked. Although the coveted jajang noodles is right in front of you. But Lao Jin refused. Because for him, make a bowl of fried noodles, is the hope he gave himself. Give yourself hope of surviving. Xiao Mei is deeply touched. I stepped out of the room and saw my mother. Asked her for some king corn seeds. Mother sees her daughter's changes. Touched and speechless. Later, Xiao Mei sent another letter. It says sorry. She apologized for her recklessness. Lao Jin was very happy after receiving the letter. Immediately responded to her. The two reached a settlement in this delicate situation. A sunny day. Lao Jin finally ushered in a harvest day. He mixed all the ingredients in one. From seed to harvest these months of busy work. Lao Jin is going to make a bowl of traditional fried noodles today. Knead the dough and cut into strips. The condiment bag that has been in the dust for a long time is also in handy today. From ingredients to presentation. Every step is so slow and solemn. The simpler the ingredients, the more cherished flavor it contains. Lao Jin doesn't eat noodles, but the hope of his life. Xiao Mei is also pleased with his success. Can't sleep at night. Stepped out of the closet and ran to the living room to lie down. Guard her corn seeds. And that's her hope. Lao Jin asked who was in the letter. Xiao Mei printed her photo. I wanted to throw it to him. But it's still nothing. Lao Jin has been looking for wine bottles. But never got a reply. A few days later the storm hit. Lao Jin's homes and vegetable fields were flooded. The duck boat also drifted away from him. As soon as I wake up, Xiao Mei will check whether Lao Jin is safe. Homes built by myself were destroyed by waves. Lao Jin was hit by reality again. And his only wish now. Just want to know who that person is. People from the river guard found here. Lao Jin wanted to escape their pursuit. But still got caught. He wants to stay here and wait for a reply. But the guards still take people away. Send people ashore. But thought he was a tramp and left it alone. Xiao Mei saw all this through the lens. She was like Lao Jin in a panic. She opened the door and rushed to the street. Want to find Lao Jin. And when she arrives, there is only one old slippers in place. Looking back at Lao Jin. He lost his hope of survival again. I want to take the bus to 63 Dalton's Shaw ZS. Xiao Mei desperately chased after the bus. But the car still started and slowly disappeared in front of my eyes. She regretted why she didn't reply to Lao Jin. One miss. Will be her irreparable miss. Just when she thought there was no hope. The air defense sirens sounded. Vehicles and pedestrians are tentatively set in place. Xiao Mei knows the opportunity is here. Rush to the bus. Eventually she caught up. Standing in front of Lao Jin. Said his name. Time has passed, the bus starts again. When they fell down, the two supported each other. And their new life. Just really started. There are always downs and ups in life. After this hurdle, a new life is waiting. Sometimes compared to the hard work to survive on a desert island. The pressure of reality is even more unbearable. Put aside credit cards and extra desires. You will find life easier. Sometimes the biggest irony of life. It's hard to find the meaning of existence. But there are so many meanings in a few decades. Life is short and happy. The above is the video brought in this issue. Kings drifting.